Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everyone had a good Monday back from the weekend after seeing the Cowboys lose. Wow, that's always a good thing. It's just getting that fan base out of my Facebook feed and Instagram feed is real nice to see. Don't need to be seeing Weedham boys with half shirt wearing running backs all over the fucking place. So today we're gonna announce the winner, which I'm gonna change this up because the guy who won, I've never heard of. I've never seen him on the chat. I've never seen him comment on any of my shit. Probably hates my fucking guts. Probably doesn't follow the channel. Probably isn't a super fan. Is just some dude. So what I'm going to do going forward is if I'm going to start giving away parts that are at least like $1,000 worth of parts, I'm going to do it to the members only. I'm going to leave it up to members only. So if you want to be able to win something on this channel going forward, you got to have some skin in the game. And I will not do another giveaway unless it's to a member, because some guy named Race Quad 9, I've never heard you. We've all been on this chat. We've all been on this chat. We've all been on this situation here. We've never seen the name Race Quad 9 show up. Now, John DiNapoli, of course, I've seen that guy all the time. He would be number 2. Okay, but some guy named Race Quad 9 says, hey, I got a GT500 and I'll give you my injectors. I don't want your MU52s. I don't want to give away MU52s. I would never want to do that. So yeah, Twisted and George is like, I've never seen that name either. So what I want to prevent is haters and people that have never even looked at the show or watched the show win anything. Honestly, John DiNapoli I've seen many times. I've seen Bondobird a bunch of times. I've seen Twisted in Georgia. I've seen all the SK Performance, PK Auto. We all know the usual suspects. So when some guy wins out of nowhere that no one has ever even fucking heard of, so yeah, it's going to be a little suspect going forward. So going forward, I'm going to do nothing but giveaways for members only. But Race Quad, you are on the clock. It is up to you to email me at ydbt4life. Again, if you don't know the email, then you're not a fucking fan. ydbt4life@gmail.com. Prove who you are. Send me a picture of your license, your fucking face, your address. I want to make sure you're somebody. And then I'll send you the injectors and the booster pump and the Y harness, and then you should be all set. But that is the last time I'm doing an open giveaway. Last time I'm doing an open giveaway because it's not fair to the people that pay a premium to be members of the channel and have little pregnant man emojis and shit like that. So we're going to see if going forward we do that. And, to become a member, it's as little as I think $5 a month. Okay. And we want to make sure that people are saying it's rigged. I'm like, exactly. Like, who the fuck is that? Right. But he's on the clock. Look, he's on the clock. He's on the clock. He's going to have to go ahead and prove who he is. And if he doesn't win, the second place would be John DiNapoli. John DiNapoli would be the next guy in line if Race Quad 9 does not, verify who he is. Get me his address, get me his info, verify who he is, and we can go from there. Oh, now he's here. Of course he's here. When he wins something, he's here. I've never seen you before, but that's okay. It's not your fault. I just know for a fact, Race Quad 9, you are not a fan of this channel. I just know for a fact you're not a fan of this channel because you don't comment. I've never seen you. No one's ever seen you, but that's okay. That's okay. Verify who you are, ydbt4life@gmail.com, and then we'll get you sent over some injectors, and they're used but cleaned up by FIC injectors, and a boosted pump with a Y harness, and you should be good to go. So members giveaway from now on, because I don't know who the fuck homeboy is, so we're gonna do it that way. Someone's like, rigged, everything is rigged. Look, I love you guys. That's as fair. Even I don't like it. Even I don't like the fact that some guy I've never seen won, and I want to make sure that next time this doesn't happen, so it'll be a members only giveaway the next time we give something away. You've also noticed that there's a little 2 Auto Solutions little banner up there. Why? Because he became the first to pay a premium. That's right. He is paying a monthly premium to have his sign up there. Yes, all this shit's for sale. All this space is for sale. I am about making money. And if you want to advertise on this channel that is on, almost every day and is watched by most of the people in the Mustang community that aren't fuckboys, or like looking at walking potatoes, you can go ahead and reach out to me and we can get you squared away with a nice little spot. But for now, Mr. Rami Zaidan is the first person that pays a premium to have his little banner up there, and it'll stay up there for as long as the check clears. As long as the check keeps clearing, I'll keep having Mr. Rami Zaidan up there. So again, congrats to somebody named Race Quad 9 I've never heard of. And Mr. Rami Zaidan, thank you very much for becoming the first premium member that actually goes up there, pays a brother. Says, hey, man, here's some money monthly. Let me put some shit up there, put up a little banner or whatever, and we can go from there and we'll make everything happen. All right, let's say hi to the people here, and then we'll get to talking some shit and go from there. We had Eliza's SI50, Dustin Angler, Bring Your Wood Screws. I'm Hung Solo, MF, Andrew Martin, 508 Josh, Nickel, White, the Trader, playing both sides. Is Snap Off here, says Marco Bala. Chupapi, good morning, Chupapi's here. You can roll one out in peace. Cluster BM, Franco Olervides, Jesus, JD Swag, one of the mods, JMG, Blake Bailey, Coca-Cola, the Sinaloa cartel member. Hello, D-Rock Fox says hello. Matt 2011 GT says good evening. Word up, Nickel White again, 4G, Mike Schmidt, T-Top GT, Evan Smith, Troy Johnson. How are we today? Conti, we got Forced Horse, Mr. Turuviate, one of the fan favorites in the house. D-Rock Fox, SK Performance, Jeff in the house. Also, John DiNapoli, who might be the winner if Homeboy doesn't verify who he is. We got Madi 50 with SVT, the previous winner of the FIC 1650s. How are you doing, sir? Drop a like, motherfucker, says Victor Ray. Marco Bala, you are your average 50. Hello. Jared Wells again. Scott N, Gordon Kemmeling, Preston, Boosted, Downhill Daddy, Nate, and Race Squad's like, I'm always here, I just never comment. You'll get the injectors and the boosted pump, but I am not happy how it went. I want someone that like Bondober, Jared Wells, Don DiNapoli, Alice Gutierrez, fucking real people that comment and are active on the chat. And if you're not active on the chat and you win $1,000 worth of shit, you can understand how the people in the chat would be pissed off. So I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to make sure that in the future, giveaways are going to end up being for members only. And the giveaways have to be something general. Like, what would you guys like to see be given away? Give me an example of something that you guys want to see be given away, because obviously I can't give away GT500 specific parts all the time. That's why the ID 1050Xs are nice. It could be wheels, but sometimes you guys don't want wheels. You guys want something else. You want gift cards. I don't mind ponying up $500 in gift cards or some kind of Amazon gift card and, give it away. But what kind of things do you guys want to see as giveaways on the channel in this coming year? I'll give away as much as I can to give back to the people that have given me so much, because trust me, guys, you guys have provided a nice little amount of money that I can count on per month. And it allows me to modify the vehicles, purchase vehicles, stuff like that. And that's all thanks to you guys. So what might as well give at least, a monthly giveaway, do a monthly giveaway of something that's at least $500 to $1,000. I think that would be fair. Someone said cookies, Axelbacks, Beefcake gift cards, give away multiple $50 gift cards. Does Lund carry the N-Gage still? That shit's been gone. Is anyone in the chat pissed? Just wondering, because to me, that guy won fair and square. Fair and square. The way she goes, in my opinion, how would they be pissed? Of course they'd be pissed, because he did win fair and square, but no one knows who he is. You know what I mean? That's the thing that has people pissed off. Because let's say, for instance, he has 40 friends on Facebook that have YouTube accounts, and he just goes in there and says, yo, just like my shit because I want these injectors. This guy never was involved on the chat. I've never seen him on the chat. I've never seen him talk on the chat. I've never seen him give to the show. I've never seen him contribute. So of course people would be mad. People said draggies, give away a draggie. I'll give away a draggie fucking next week if you guys want. I'll do that. If you guys can't find draggies, shit. I mean, if you guys want a draggie for a giveaway, that's easy. I could do that. I could do that fucking probably this week. Just pick one up and be, here you go, giving away a draggie for you guys. Why not? Give away a picture of Tony. Give away some F-150 shit. How about no giveaways? Everyone pay for your own shit. A Facebook friend request. Imagine giving away, me actually accepting No, that would be like a $5,000 purchase. Fuck all that. Draggy would be cool. Really? See, I thought a Draggy would be so basic that, I mean, I thought everyone has a Draggy. Anytime after 6, because Mr. Nicholas and Tarpia has the injectors. So, I want to make sure that I pick him up, and because he hasn't cleaned up. And then I did end up purchasing headers for the GT500 because my headers are toast. They're inch and 7/8 American Racing, and I ordered a set of 2-inch American Racing because Ultimate Header does not make headers for the S197. And if they did, trust me, I would absolutely buy them from them as opposed to anybody else. Give away a police detector. That would be cool. I still haven't bought a Draggy. Okay. Lund Racing gear. Okay. Corsa Gaze. Draggy will be sick. The couch. So cold air intake, VMP tune, M6 versus my bone stock, Gen 3 1080 car. Who you got, roll or dig? 1080 car is going to fuck you up. I don't think it matters. Gift card to UPR. Gift card to a Lund tune. Also, a Draggy is cool. Draggies are like $150. Makes a nice giveaway. Yeah, I mean, I thought they were cheap enough that y'all could get them, but okay, let's do that next time. Next time will be a Draggy giveaway. So there's fucking Havoc Speeds down the street. I'll just buy one, give one away. Someone's like, what the fuck is a Draggy? I'm dumb. Think of it as a GPS-based timing system that's deadly accurate. Like so accurate, it's within a tenth of an actual track time slip. So a lot of people are using the Draggy to interface with your phone, and you have a virtual drag strip, virtual 60 to 130, virtual half mile, and it is GPS based, and it is insanely accurate, very accurate, to the point where people are like wowed by its accuracy. So we all understand how desirable it is to have a Draggy. Aren't they that cheap? $150. Yeah, like $150. They're cheap. Giveaway bathwater. Hope this all this giveaway talk. Didn't know we doing the peasant chat today. LOL. Just kidding. Culero, says Steve Mustang. Finally made it live. Used COVID tests. That's a nice giveaway. Used COVID test. Yo, Alex, I just noticed my idle oil pressure is 10 or 11 psi. Is my ship blown up? I don't know. No idea. A Draggy is a millennium time slip. Millennial time slip. But yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. Alex, this is bothering you the other day. Thanks for responding. I hope you and everyone in here is doing quite well. Yeah, Cal Brandon supposedly got me a rear seat delete for an S550, and it like never showed up. So either it got lost in tracking, someone took it, someone flattened it, who the fuck knows, but he supposedly is going to take care of her brother. And hopefully we can go ahead and get that sucker. Probably gonna end up being on the white car, because obviously red car, she gone, red car gone. A booster vaccination. All you can do is video overlay with Draggy, which is cool. And you can video overlay with Draggy, which is cool. It is very cool. What's up, Alex? Hope the fam as well. I listened on the way home from work. Wanted to drop a like. Thank you for dropping a like. It really does help out if you guys drop a like. So it was weird. During December, this channel had its lowest growth ever. Like it had maybe 40 people subscribe. And then January, it exploded again. And I didn't change anything. All I did was take a break between late December and early January. Then I was sick. So I was, away. And then the last 2 weeks, I've had like 300 or 400 people jump up and subscribe. And I don't know why. So maybe it's just because of the lull from the holidays or whatever, but we're back on track and things seem to be doing pretty well. Finally caught alive again, says Alfredo Diaz. Do 10 millimeter sockets. Did I win the giveaway? Kyle Brandon says hi to Mendoza's Coyote. Giveaway, affirm a gift card. Pat the One says, Alex, your rear seat delete is a victim of the train yard thefts in the major cities. Have you guys seen that? So that was normal when I was growing up. When I was growing up in Holyoke, Massachusetts, right by Half Moon. If you guys know Holyoke, Massachusetts, you know Half Moon, which is the half moon shaped part of the Connecticut River where the train tracks go by. And there's places where you can jump and get in the water. It's super dangerous. A lot of people die there. So those people, okay, sounds good, Mr. Matz. Sounds good. So people would, there'd be train cars there, and they'd be full of goods. They'd be full of just, TVs. Back in the 90s, people weren't stealing computers because them bitches were big. It was a huge fucking screen. So nobody was stealing computers, but they were definitely stealing, small items. Similar, like when you guys watch Fast and Furious now, aren't you blown away that they were stealing VCRs, DVD players? And you're like, why in the fuck would you steal that? But back then, that was a high commodity, a big time deal. So maybe, like he said, my rear seat delete got caught in the train that got pretty much, I don't know, they just broke into all the train cars and took everything and left the boxes out. Like they took the merchandise, left the boxes out. Like, why would you do that? Luntoon giveaway, that's difficult because to give away a Luntoon, it had to be a voucher system, and they have a website that the payments go through, and it becomes difficult. Some $100 Harbor Freight gift cards would be tight, or maybe some torque wrench giveaway or Home Depot gift card, something tool related. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Tools are good. $100 for tools. Probably buy a Sawzall, not even a Sawzall. For you NA guys. Jesus, that stuff is tart as fuck. Holy shit. So after I got sick, you know what happened? I'm like off soda. I can't even stand the sight of soda. I'm just like, bleh. Then I've gotten on this juice kick, like Dole pineapple gay juice, or just like, lemonade or whatever. And I'm just like, all right, this goes down. But like soda, fuck no. Soda just says, fuck you. You would have to be a weightlifter to carry a 36-inch Zenith. Do you need a retune for a T56 swap? Yes, Red Apple. The T56 swap has different number of holes for OSS. It also has different gear ratios, but 90% of the time we shut off the automatic rev matching that these cars do, because in order to match it with the gear ratio, it becomes insanely difficult and time consuming. So we just shut off basically the ability to the car to rev match an upshift, because on the downshift, it's not going to rev match on a 19 and up. Let's say you put a T56 on a 2019 Mustang and up. Well, you are missing the critical sensor that lets the car know what gear it's in, so in order for it to rev match properly. 2018s don't have it. 2019s do. And if you put a 2019 trans in a 2018 car, no, it will not rev match. It is the operating system that makes it rev match, and that's the 2019 operating system. On 2011 to 2017, we just shut off any kind of automatic upshift matching or shift assist, shift hang enable, and automatically it'll drive like an old school car with a stick where the RPMs drop on the quick set and you have to get used to it. I'm thinking too little pinion preload or too much backlash causing my diesel gear whine. Okay. So for catalytic converter thieves, Beats Ruviate Racing, we get it. You want free shit, but chill out. What the hell did he say? Let me see what he say. Beats Ruviate. He needs more than free shit. He needs a whole car. He needs a whole fucking car. Homeboy's car is like one of the silliest cars I've ever seen. I'm actually doing gears in my car myself. I think they said it was opinion being in too deep. I know the coast side whining. What the fuck is he talking about? DC TIG welder, perfect for cage exhaust and in the 500 range. Yeah, I'm not going to give away a fucking TIG welder. Fuck that. Tesla delivered a Model 3 Performance to a customer missing brake pad, and it's been weeks and they haven't done anything about it. So one thing I noticed a lot of people complain about with Teslas, and I didn't know this. I mean, I kind of knew this, but I didn't know the extent of it, is the build quality. The build quality supposedly is trash. And it's because it's made in the Fremont plant, still the first plant. And they haven't gotten up to the similar process of building a vehicle like the Model Y. The Model Y is made by this big, gigantic fucking aluminum robot that just kind of makes everything pretty similar. But I guess the Model 3 out of all the vehicles has the most amount of defects. And when you hear stuff like that, you just kind of go, maybe I don't want a Tesla. I've wanted a Tesla for the sheer fact that operating costs are low. But if it's going to be a piece of junk that I pay $70,000 for, basically $69,000, And it has a bunch of build quality issues. Yeah, no, I'd rather get a fucking Fox body. Fuck all that. Today I picked up some different flavored venison to give away. There you go. Y'all even think a small block 302 would fit in an S197 or S550? Of course it should, but stop it. Be Turuviate. Anyone use nitrous? Okay, so Mr. Turuviate sounds like my brother. My brother's one of those guys that would just say wild shit, and he doesn't realize how much work the wild shit he was saying involves. So my brother was saying he had a Mazda Protege 5, like the biggest joke of a car like on the planet. He thought it was this fucking look, love him. He's just out there. And he's like, I'm gonna make it all-wheel drive and turbo. And I'm like, how? Like, wait, what drivetrain? Oh, I can make something. You can make something. You can make something. You no garage having ass, no skill having ass. It would look like the family truckster from The Simpsons after my brother was done with it. It would legit look like the family truckster if he started doing dumb shit like that. Give away a 1/2-inch gap welder. If I had to give away a welder to Turuviate Racing, the welding stick would look like this. It'd be like because his welds are a 1/2 inch apart. And he had to use this fucking filler rod this big to try to fill that shit. We've seen what you do, Mr. Turuviate. We've seen your work. Stop it. Where I live, the closest Tesla repair shop is 5 hours away. Says it's just a dick. Pineapple juice is for the girlfriend. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. So she can talk on this pineapple bitch. Do you know what I'm saying? Giveaway. Autographed red car. Fairmont DG500 Tony posters are thoughtful. I'm going to give away a picture of Tony signed by me. What the fuck am I going to do with that? I've heard of turning off adaptive learning on 10R80 would help shitty shifting. No, adaptive is for fueling. Adaptive has nothing to do with shifting. Where I live, the closest already got that. I've commented 31 times on this channel. Yeah, not a lot, but I do watch the channel and been. Oh, it sounds like, hey, I think you're protesting a little too much. Just verify who you are so we can get you the parts. But in the future, yeah, I'm not giving shit away because I bet you that there were some shenanigans. Like some guy no one ever heard of got 33 likes. No one ever heard of him. And he got 33 likes. It's suspect as shit. Cool. Appreciate the response. I have a T56 swap kit order for my 18 certified performance in Nashville. Doing the install sometime in February. Hey, Alex, I'm a premium member, and does that make me a customer? How you feeling, Angel Javel? I'm feeling much better. I went to the gym this morning, feeling fucking good. The shoulders today, it was a good time. Build quality has been trashed since day one. Skin Lab. Yeah, you're not wrong. I've started looking into it, and it's not a good thing. A TIG welder. Why not just go all the way and give away a hydraulic pike bender, bandsaw, metal brake, and package giveaway? Right. Why don't I just give away a fucking shop? Psycho. Teslas have gaps like Mustangs, so nothing we're not already used to. You're checking in to give it a like. I got to get back to making global warming, refined crude oil. Joe Biden voters can drink some Clorox. He is Hispanic because Americans call it bleach. He calls it Clorox. What's up, little man? You gotta play with me. I've been playing with you all day, buddy. You gotta get up there. Can you get up there? Can you get up there? Come on. Don't look forward. Look this way. Come on. You are lazy as fuck. You are a lazy bum. Here you go. Oh, you jump up there? Fuck him. He'll jump up there, no problem. My S550 paint is chipping from all the corners of the trunk, so I would mind a Tesla. Oh, Hams, a TIG welder can be had for 160 to 200 bucks. Didn't know that was expensive for you all. Here we go. I've heard turning off adaptive learning on 1080 will help shitty shifting. For the second time, no, it won't. RGGT says, you're a star. I would put a poster up on my living room near my couch that touches 2 walls, says Mendoza's Coyote. If this was the Fox Body era, guys would be going nuts for autometer gauges giveaway. Autometer gauges or an MSD 6AL. Imagine an MSD 6AL for Fox Body guys. Well, my front clip just arrived in the mail. Let's see if I got any better attempt on number 2 in the mail. Local guy selling a once used Engage for $500. Sounds like an investment to me. As long as it's not a fucked up screen and it's unlockable, yeah. To this day, the Engage is still the king daddy of all tuning devices, man. I'm telling you, I'm still blown away. Still blown away by that this little guy is still the daddy of all tuning devices. What was the comment that won the injectors? So the guy says someone gave away, Race Quad said, since someone gave their injectors for the last one, if I win, I will send Alex my 2013 or 14 GT500 injectors. If I win these, don't send me those. No, thank you. They do great at my current power level of 650 rear-wheel horsepower, and I've heard they're good up until 700 rear-wheel horsepower. I have less than 2,500 miles. Would like to go 85, and those ID 1050s would do great. And John DiNapoli, the second runner-up says, hey guys, I could really use a win here. I have been gathering parts for my Trinity swap for over a year. Being a dad of 2 kids, your wants don't come first. Injectors and throttle body and BAP are the last few I need. Good luck, everyone. I also have ME52s. I'll send Alex for the giveaway. He didn't win, but some guy named Race Quad 9 did. And I'm like, life is not fair because nobody heard of Race Quad 9 commenting on this channel. Not gonna lie, when I was working at dairies as a welder, I had to use actual bolts as filler material when they would crack the pen scrapers, but that was a heavy steel arc welding for cheapo owners. Yeah, understood there. What was his winning comment? Already got it. The dreams of a Honda guy is inspiration. I met a guy that he said he changed coil packs on his Delso and picked up 10 horsepower. Jesus. What are those were they nitrous infused coil packs? Wait, so you're not doing giveaways anymore, Alex, or what did I do? No, Angel, I'm going to only do it to premium members like yourself. I'm only going to do giveaways to premium members like yourself. Giveaway members only chat since we're the customers. You need to treat us nice. I like Matt 211 GT. He is in the pocket with those comments. Giveaway a pen pump. Okay. Late, but I'm here. Wait, Alex, you're not doing giveaways anymore? Holy shit, this guy doesn't listen. Giveaway on a chat interview spot for the regular people. No, some of you guys are boring as shit. If I'm going to interview somebody, he has to be somebody. Hey, Alex, how do you think the midterms are going to go? Well, they have to go the Republican way, right? Because this motherfucking president is big, awful. So if the Democrats still somehow pull off a win, shit's suspect. Shit's suspect. His approval rating's 33%. Everything he's doing is wrong as fuck. The country's not doing great. He's still trying to even though he got his ass beat in the Supreme Court with the mandates, now he's going to I'm sure he's going to try to go around it somehow with some other bullshit. They have to lose in a huge way. And the moment they lose, right, let's say the Republicans take the House and the Senate, they have to start impeachment processes on this dude. You just have to. They did it to Papi Trump for no fucking reason. We got to do it to bitch ass Biden for no fucking reason, because that's how it works. He did it to one of our boys. We do it to one of your fucking boys, plain and simple. But in this one, it might stick, especially on the Afghanistan shit. That one might stick. The peasants deserves to be in giveaways as well as the peasants that are known peasants. My dog does the exact same thing. Howdy, Alex. How's the durability of the 315 gears and aluminum housings? I currently have 355 torsions in the iron housing. My best time in the 8th is 655 at 110 with a 15260. Would 315 be beneficial? No. How would it be beneficial? You'd slow down with 315s. How would it be beneficial? I don't know how you'd benefit from less gear in a car that doesn't make a shitload of power. So no, I'd keep the 355s in there for sure. Or the MSC distributor cap says I'm a peasant. I'll take an MSC 6AL. $160 TIG welder, 160 long tube headers, same outcome. Thank you. When someone says $160 TIG welder, that doesn't mean it's a good TIG welder. Any updates on the 2021 F550? Oh, thank you, Daniel Marin. Everyone that asked me that question, I tell them the exact same thing. You should have bought a 20. You should have bought a 18 to 20, because everything is accessible in the calibration. On the 21s, sure, you can tune them, but you don't get the Billy badass stuff, the race stuff, the stuff that we go, man, this is badass stuff. You can make 1100, 1200, and the trans will survive. Nope, only 18 to 20 can do that for Gen 3. So if you're for whatever reason hell bent on buying a 21 or a 22, well, get ready to get your ass beat by an 18 to 20. Again, the golden era of cars is over. The golden era of horsepower is over. Look, I was watching some things on factory race cars that Ford used to have to build at least 200 of the of a certain car in order for them to make it able to race, like in NASCAR or drag racing. So things like the Thunderbolt and the Fairlane and stuff like that. They made for certain 427s and things. Anyway, so I started thinking to myself, man, that must have been such a crazy age in racing that people felt lucky. Like gas was $60. It was leaded race gas was 68 cents a gallon, and you were out there racing Barracudas, Cobra Jets, Yanko Camaros. I mean, you name it. It was like a crazy era. Then the 70s came, the 74 to 78, where every car was a complete piece of shit because of the gas crisis. OPEC, not OPEC, but the Middle East started cutting people off in terms of oil, and we had a gas crisis, and people reacted to it, and then boop, it went away. Then in the mid to late 80s, 88 Mustangs, Grand Nationals, Firebirds, and then the 90s Firehawks, the LS Camaro, the 96 to 98 Cobra with 300 horsepower. It started to come back, but then we got the Coyote shit, and it just exploded with like 650 was nothing. 650 to the wheel ain't one shit. That was 10 psi. That was nothing. And then we lived high off the hog for so many years. And we took it for granted, right? We had 10 pretty wonderful years between 11 and 21 or 20, let's just say, of having full access to the calibration, full badass shit, cool devices. The aftermarket was robust. Shops were popping up and making money. People like Rami Zaidan was able to establish a badass business in Puerto Rico based on the accessibility of everything that was happening. And then, now we get everyone is on an electric car kick. The ICE vehicles are slated to go away. So I wonder, hear me out, if it's just an ebb and flow. Happened in the 60s, 70s went away, came back in the 80s, then it went away, came back in the 90s, then it went away, and then it came back super hardcore, coyoteing up. So we'll see if this is just another lull in the, ever going, cycle of horsepower life. Future giveaway donation, channel support. Thank you, Twisted in Georgia. Checking in, dropping on likes is HTFU grad. Where are you headed, Osvaldo? Okay, Coca-Cola, dumb question. What should my first mods be? Says Stephen Little. I got a Gen 3 10R80 with currently bone stock. Definitely letting Lund tune the cars. I've watched video reviews of the 10R80 shifts. Are so on point with Lund compared to the other guys. So honestly, Stephen Little, if you want to set yourself up for boost later down the road and still have it be worth some NA power, honestly, some long tubes, an E85 tune or Flex E85 tune, or just a tune in general is going to get you right there. The biggest bang for the buck is going to be a tune. Just plain and simple. The tune makes the transmission shift firmer. You have the ability to do drag mode tunes. You have the ability to do manual mode tunes. You have the ability to have different types of trans tuning that makes the car a joy to drive. Then some long tubes, and then maybe a cold air that isn't super big. Doesn't have to be massive. Something like an air raid is actually going to be pretty damn good. Or like a no tune required InGen, Holly, Corsa, cold air, something of that nature. Or if you for whatever reason want a bigger cold air, something like a PMAS or something like that is something I would definitely recommend if you want to go that route. If you want to port your manifold, I don't recommend it. Honestly, that's only about 7 to 10 horsepower at your power level. But if you ever want to set yourself up for boost, like turbo or centrifugal later on, the porting might help a little bit. So hopefully that gives you a good indication as to what to do. But the tune alone itself is going to be the biggest bang for the buck, in my opinion. I'm on a Whipple in 373 gear, says Snap Off. Good for you. Diego Flores says, Alex, you mentioned you'll entertain the idea of purchasing a 13 to 14 Mustang GT, black in color. Which transmission would you prefer? It would be an MT82. I don't want another 6R80 car. I'm done with the 6R80. I'm done with automatic bullshit. Maybe give away some pavement in a bag. Snap off should have won the giveaway. It was 500 cars. That's why the Boss 429 never made it. Gotcha. Thank you, Chicken Shift Racing. Do you think 20 years from now, people will think the same way with current fuel prices and people racing Hellcats and Coyotes? Maybe Alfredo Diaz, but I've been through 3 of these, right? I've been through the 80s, 90s, and then the current horsepower craze where, back in the 80s, you had an 86 Mustang, you're a piece of shit. 87, 88, 89. Then in the mid to late 90s, Vortec S trim started making their ways on these cars, FMUs, calibrated MAFs, Anderson power pipes. And you're like, oh my God, this thing is the aftermarket is really robust. And the Fox body game was super nuts. Then in the mid 90s, it kind of came back with the Camaro stuff and the newer Cobra stuff. Then the Terminator was an anomaly, in my opinion. The Terminator came just out of nowhere. And I think that's why it's so popular, to be honest with you. At the time, the LS Camaro was kicking the Mustang's ass left and right. It wasn't really much of a competition. Then the Terminator came out, and it was such a robust, mod-friendly platform, and it blew a lot of those cars out of the water until, Corvettes, because it used to be Mustang Camaro. Then the Terminator came out, and then the Corvette came in, and it became our competition. You guys noticed that once Camaro didn't matter anymore in those years, we aimed at the Corvette, and the Corvettes aimed at us. Corvettes you thought were competition for Porsches and stuff like that, but no, they started trying to punch down and not doing such a great job where Mustangs were keeping up with pretty highly modded Corvettes. But that's why, to me, the 0304 Cobra is such an anomaly, because it was like the only vehicle that Ford was making at the time, the only one that mattered. And then nothing happened up until 2011. You can talk 3-valve all you want. You can talk Roush Hammer all you want. You can fuck all that. Once Coyote came out, it changed everything. Like, the biggest video for me for Coyote that convinced me that it was legit is a guy remember you used to have 2 supercharger options from Whipple and Ford Racing back in the day. You'd have a 2.3 liter, and that was the 500 something horsepower package. Then you had the 2.9 liter, and that was a 600 plus horse, 650 or whatever horsepower package. Well, a guy put a 2.9 in a Coyote pump gas, and he was keeping up with Vipers. And that's when I started going, whoa, wait. 10 PSI on 373 MT82 with a sticky tire, and this bitch is keeping up with Vipers? We got to start looking at this fucking thing. And that's when people started really noticing how pretty badass and robust the Coyote was at the time. Well, that's what got my attention anyway. Biden himself says, let's go, Brandon. I agree, in response to a call. That was great because he's such a fucking moron. How do you tag people on here? Hey, Holmes, white as snow. Okay. Alex, have you ever watched the greatest drag race ever on YouTube? Mustang wasn't done justice. Something all-wheel drive won it, right? Something all-wheel drive won. I've seen it. I think there's been a couple of them. 2 hours after the video went live, everyone had 3 to 5 likes. He had 14 likes, and I thought the community just liked the guy. Seemed like he bought his likes. Could be wrong. Okay. People were more excited for the Coyote engine platform than the Mach-E. 100%. Like the buzz back then of the Coyote Mustang motor was so huge. And then you had people making turbo kits for the Coyote to see what it could do. And people were getting close to 900 horsepower out of a Gen 1. And then obviously it was blowing up. But that gave you an indication that the motor can make the power, but the stock internals could not take it. So then rods and pistons, and all of a sudden Gen 1s were making 900 plus horsepower with the 85 and just blowing things out of the water that previous Terminator cars weren't able to make. Like, I love the guys that say that you can make 1,000 on a Terminator, not a stock Terminator. You got the cams and this and that. You trust me. I love the people that go, yeah, you can make 1,000 on a Terminator. Okay, what do you got to do to this Terminator to make 1,000 to the wheel? Now you got to modify it a little bit. You got to fuck with the motor a little bit. You probably got to do cams. You got to do some stuff to move some air. But on a Coyote, just boost fuel, and it was done. And I mean, rods were chucking on Gen 1s, but with rods and pistons, or even Gen 2s. So let's just take that away. Take rods and pistons away, because then you'll say I opened up the motor. Gen 2s are making 1,000. To this day, they're making 1,000. Lock at the liberals and give us cheap gasoline, long live horsepower, and ice. Bro, if I can get my flex tune on my 21, I am set. I bought the 2022 and the fucked ones, gotten down 10 horsepower and all that shit, says Coyote Austin. Manual for the street and auto for the track. Didn't Hennessy do a supercharged 21 F-150? How do they get to tune those trucks? They use Whipple. Franco Oliveira. They probably just use a Whipple calibration. That's the only person right now, or people or company, because they have the blessing from Ford to be able to tune the 21 F-150. Fucking Hennessy. Are you kidding me? You know that fucking company's a fucking joke, right? Like, they're not like legit anything, like, at all. Any Gen 3 owners, does the car spin on stock performance tires and bone stock? Y'all come with 420 torque. Any Gen 3 owners, does this car spin on stock performance tires and bone stock? Yeah. Turviate, have you not gotten out of your cave and know that these cars you could pretty much fucking die in them? Come on, stop it. Made $100 thanks to the 49ers, poor Cowboys. Here. Snap off says, I am a customer. There is no product. You're a donator. That's what you're doing. Thank you for the emphasis, Stephen Little. Ran a 2019 10R80 last night. 50 rolled to 110, and we stay side by side to have a 13 boss. Kick him out, snap off. Exactly. What do you think about the Ford Racing Performance Package 2.3 Whipple? It sucks. Like, you need all the boost, all the big throttle body, the big cold air, everything, just to make 610. Like, to make 610 wheel, you'll need everything. It's not that good. The 2.9 is better for sure. Do you think you'd be able to get high horsepower out of hydrogen cars? Yeah, absolutely. That's another option that people are not going into, and I wish they would, because the byproduct is water vapor. But it's probable or possible that you can actually make performance hydrogen vehicles. But right now, EV is what everyone's sucking dick on. Snap off's more like strap on, says Jared Wells. What's a Roush hammer? How dare you, sir? A Roush hammer back in its day. So Roush hammers, especially the 3-valve variant, were pretty decent. The 3-valve Roush hammer, like the 2010 3-valve Roush hammer, were these cars that made 540 horsepower. They came with a TVS. Yeah, they did come with a TVS supercharger with a big, massive plate on it. They're one of the first cars that came with a 2.3 TVS. So the Roush hammer, back in its day, was probably the highest horsepower car you can get from Ford at the time. This one had an M90 supercharger. So I'm sorry, they did not have a TVS. They had a TVS. Looks to me like a 1.9 Roush supercharger, which I think VMP got hosed on by Roush. I think Roush made VMP buy a shitload of 1.9 liter superchargers just to get them in the door to actually make their 2.3 VMPs, and they made them buy a shitload of 1.9s, and them shits are in a warehouse somewhere just rotting away because no one gives a fuck about a 1.9 liter. So look up 2010 Mustang 540 horsepower Roush Stage 3. That's what they called the hammer. Now, some of them, excuse me, some of them came with an illuminator. Yeah, that's right. Some of them came with an actual forged bottom end. There was a blackjack, then there was a hammer. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe one of those two came with an illuminator forged internal 3-valve with a 2.3 even. So it could have been the blackjack, or it could have been the hammer. And that was actually the best 3-valve literally ever made. Like, by far, the Roush version that had the illuminator and the 2.3 liter supercharger from the factory was the best S197 factory optioned 3 valve that there ever was. My Gen 3 amazes me, but I love my supercharged 351 Windsor. Cool story. My C6Z06 overkilled the competition when it came back in 2006. Yeah, it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair at all. JD Swag says, hello, Alex. Not crazy about everything Chevy makes, but I would love a C6ZR1 or a C6Z06. But that's about it. I'd love to get one to finish off the collection. I already have an SI50 and a Challenger Hellcat. Boy, good for you. That is a nice collection to have 3 of the big players in your garage. Mustang, Hellcat, and a C6Z, whether it be a ZR1 or Z06. That's a pretty damn good collection, in my opinion. Ryan Pack, I use the Coney Yellows and they perform very well. Asgate Performance Job says, everyone wants a 1,000 horsepower Terminator until they see how expensive it is to get those numbers. Coyote for the win. Don't forget about the Roadrunner engine in the Boss 302. Have you ever seen the video of the stock EcoBoost racing and beating a 5.0? Claims to be the fastest EcoBoost in Miami. Nobody cares. I sent an email for paying you for a sponsorship for you to put our stuff on the channel. When you have some time, get back with me at it. Mine was regarding the Suicide Project Company. Okay, CJ, no problem. Alex, I'll be hitting Lund up for a E85 tune in the spring. I got a 14 GT running 10 PSI with FIC thousands, T-Stroke 400 pump. I don't need a return style fuel system, do I? Yes, you do. We do not tune any E85 Coyote on the planet without a return style fuel system. Don't ask why. That's just what we do. Look, I've already proven that a Coyote with a BAP and a stock pump cannot keep up with the 85 and 10 PSI. I've already proven that. I did it in my white car. Okay. And I don't know if that probably didn't help the car, but it started seeing fuel pressure drop at 6,000 RPMs. So we do not do that. We need you to have a fuel system in the car all the time when it comes to boost and E85. I have a 1.9 sitting in my garage. Boy, I mean, VMP got so screwed on that, and they know they got screwed. Like, they try to off those blowers. Boy, God bless BJ McCarthy. He was like on the phone and trying to, hey, you guys want some 1.9 so we can make some kind of kit situation, just trying to offload them for whatever. They were just sitting there collecting dust. And to this day, I guarantee there's at least 100 1.9 somewhere just chilling. They were supposed to be upgrade for the M90. The M90 in the 3 valve, piece of shit blower, but it made a lot of noise. And the 1.9 was a huge upgrade, a massive upgrade compared to the M90. But, you know, it's a fucking 3 valve. Who cares? Good try on the last name. It sounds like Oyervides. Oh, you want me to like pronounce it properly? Oyervides. 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 Stop it. I put a 1.9 on my wife's 3 valve. She would love that shit. But why, Alex? 2020 GT. 2020 GT A10 catback 93 tuned dyno 387 horsepower and 6 gear in Puerto Rico. Average numbers. Sounds pretty shitty. Yeah, it sounds pretty shitty. Terminator was the first Mustang you could really throw boost at and it would hold together. Alex, do you have any clutch recommendations? Can Snap Off just leave my life? Like, can Snap Off just leave my life? Like, I don't need him. I don't want to see his fucking comments come up. Right? I don't want to mention him. Got a bad taste in my mouth from homeboy. It's just like, shut up. Like, shut up. You're not a premium member. You're just annoying at this point. Hey, Alex, are Gen 3 really that bad about Rinland braking or just dangerous pump 93? It depends on what year. Early 18 and 19, there were some issues with the bores not necessarily being round. Right. And I didn't hear of that issue from 20 and 21. They seem to be pretty stout. Or anytime this motherfucker's farting so much, you stink, bro. And then you didn't really hear much after that from the early motors. But the ringland stuff, look, that stuff can happen on any motor because the ring gaps are not set up for boost. Right. So if it has a tight ring gap and you're shoving all the timing in it and you're tuned by who that loves to shove timing down everything, you're going to probably have some premature failure. Or if you have not the best pump gas on the planet, you'll rattle the piston in the bore. Bad things can happen, as happened to me. Ford offered that 3 valve from the factory, not Ford. It was Roush. Roush offered that, not Ford. Hey, already got that. Hey, everyone says SD 2013 GT. Someone put the one up. Everyone put the one up when I mentioned fucking homeboy. So it's just like, dude, just get out of my life, man. Seriously, I'm not gonna boot him. I'm not gonna boot him. Oh, he goes, oh, here we go. You're pretty annoying too. Okay, you guys voted. Get the fuck out of my life. He's blocked. See you later. Get the fuck out of here. You, sir, are blocked. Get the fuck out of my life. Fuck you. I'd love to never see you again on the channel. Suck my fat nuts. Fucking clown. Yeah, no, he gone. He gone. You'll never see him again on this channel. He gone. I'm not gonna refund the $4.99 he gave me. Fuck that. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. And I'm gonna boot him just so he knows that you are not a customer. You have been fired. Get the fuck out of here, stupid. Fuck out of my life, stupid. Chill, guys. He's a customer. Snap off. Please get off the soy. Premium members equals 1 vote. Peasant viewers equals 3 out of 5. He's gone. Someone flagged my comment. Wonder who did it. It says Scotty Stevio. Just dropping in and love to see the dude getting booted. He gone. Bye-bye, Mike Tyson style. Mike Tyson says, get the fuck. Mike Tyson's gonna suck. He's gonna fuck you.
Touch me. You're not man enough.
In front of everybody.
Eat your asshole alive, you bitch. Fuck you, you hoe. Come and say my face. Fuck you, ass for everybody.
In front of everybody. Could you imagine? He could do it too. OG Second Shift became a new member. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you for joining in on the fun. Later, he's going to be ghost watching in another account. He will be. I guarantee he'll be getting in and going, oh, you're fucking gay. I hate you. We could have been together, man. We could have been, man. I wrote that address sounded perfect. Man, why the fuck you doing this bullshit, man? Ever sent your ass.
6 months, still no word. I don't deserve it.
I wrote your address sounded perfect. Get the fuck out of here. He's going to be checking in from another account. It'll be called Snap On. Oh, he called himself Snap On this time because it was so cool that he called himself Snap Off. You know, we're making fun of Snap On, but we put Snap Off. Oh, fucking badass. Alex is going to think I'm so fucking funny and invite me to his fucking house. And then we can collaborate together. And then we can write songs together. We can be together. Motherfucker. And we say, bye-bye, stupid. Brian D. DJ says, what's the one? Hey, you want to find out what the one does, DJ? I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling like booting motherfuckers today. Do you know what I am saying? What's the one for? Fuck me. Does a bunch of timing beat the rod bearings up as well? It beats everything up. It beats everything up. Pre-detonation, if the piston is rattling, everything else is rattling, and it's not a good time. Geez, Alex, that's how you treat customers? He's gone second shift. He's gone second shift racing. Alex, did Complex Girl recognize your calves and that did you not skip leg day? Yeah, she definitely recognized that the calves were on point. One is a democratic way to vote. Boot turds from the chat. I listened to that song the other day, says Rich 50. You're crazy, bro. Just wanted some injectors and a kiss. Get the Vince McMahon "you're fired" clip too. Now there are so many clips here.
Guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy.
And I don't I don't like play like half of them. What's this one?
That's home. Hey. Don't work on that. Yeah. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca.
You block that shit.
You don't rubber. Put the club soda on there.
God damn it. I also got the King Kong one, but it's so it's so long.
Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
King Kong ain't got shit on me. Everyone's putting the one up. Should have called himself Pro Charger. Get it? Snap off. Exactly. Bro, what did I walk into? Late to the show, says Budget Racing. Alex is on fire. Join late. Meet the caster replay. 13 GT500 says Emmanuel Martinez. 13 GT500 with D-Truck 95s. Are those capable for E85? And if they are, what else do I need? Thanks for the tune. Again, your biggest fan, Stan. So, yeah, they're compatible. D-Truck 95s should be able to work. You're going to need a boosted pump, like a dual BAP or a BAP with the dual harness. just to be able to supply the pumps with a little extra voltage. Make sure that your tuner knows that you have BAPs in it, and you should be able to run 85 on a 13 GT500, no problem. I spawned another one. This show brings me joy, says Second Shift Racing. Well, I'm going to get, I'm going to get booted? No, I'm just saying you will have firsthand experience of what happens when the one gets in on that hardcore. He goes, I'm laughing so hard right now. Canelo, get the fuck out. This show brings me joy. He's watching roll races. Hey, Snap Off, how's the customer service? Oh, poor Snap Off. Boy, he got booted so bad. He was trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna be like really. Alex really likes me. I'm gonna just be like really into the chat this time and become like a member and become like a bro and get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of my shit. Alex, do you remember how much you benched from SNL? Perfect. I don't remember that. I'll have to look it up. On the YDBT channel, the customer is always wrong. Dang, I wasn't trying to get booted, just asked what it was. Wow. DJ, relax. You're treading on thin ice. Stop. Relax. I already explained what it was. You need to relax. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. You're definitely not. You're not that guy. Funny if John is watching. Really like the training day clips. I love training day. Training day is so fucking awesome. What did I miss, guys? Says Gail Banks. Now, I wish it was the real Gail Banks, because I actually respect and look up to Mr. Gail Banks. He's one of these OG motherfuckers that's been around it for a while. I love that he calls out all these rolling coal fucking homos, and he literally says, if you're rolling coal, you're not making power. Like, you're not making any power. You see black smoke coming out of a diesel truck, it's just wasted horsepower coming out of his exhaust pipe. And I go, thank you. And he's a very smart fella. And I love how he has a nice video series outlining how you can get 1,000 horsepower out of like Duramax diesel trucks quite easily. And it was super enticing to see that process. Even though I'm not a diesel guy, I have no interest in diesel stuff. It's interesting to see someone that's so good at anything explain it to you in such a way that you understand exactly what he's trying to say. Sometimes that's how you know someone really is well versed in the subject matter. They can talk to a guy like me who doesn't know a goddamn thing about diesels, and I can understand what he's saying. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it. Gail Banks, such a great guy to look up to. Also, love his videos. If it's really him, that'd be awesome. And I'd give him a bing bong. Gail Banks says they can't grasp the concept of rolling coal is bad. I wish it was really him. I wish it. Gail Banks, is there a way of actually verifying it too? Because man, it would suck if it's just some guy, like, you know how some guy says he's EPA, the other guy says he's Donald Trump. But if it was a real Gail Banks, I would actually, like, you know, put a little feather in my hat, because if it's the real Gail Banks, which I don't think it is, that'd be super flattering that someone like that is watching my show. Because I looked up to the dude forever and ever since Power Nation TV and all this bullshit, and he was all over the place with the Gail, the Banks Power Package 1, 2, 3, 4. It's so cool to watch that shit. Gail Banks equals Snap Off. If you don't watch me say, oh, Gail Banks saying nice to have you on the show, and he's just like, then he gives you like some weird reference to like Toto or Becha, and I'm like, oh no, you're just one of the Mexicans from the valley. Damn, I'm late. I take it Snapple is back. Don't know what he's talking about. Twisted in Georgia says he also has a video showing how the shape of a diff cover affects fluid splash on the rear end using clear cover. It was interesting. If it's him, yes, that was one of the best videos outlining how the fluid dynamics of a differential cover design affect the temperature, flow, everything. It was so good, and he is so easy to listen to. That's the thing. He doesn't talk over your head. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet. I'm actually a fucking dumbass. But at the end of the day, if someone explains something to me in such a way that I can grasp it, I really appreciate that person. I meant Snap Off. What's up, brother man? Says one fast cars, boosted rides only in Texas. S550 Johnny says Snap Off, call 1-800 Mama Mesta Becha to file a complaint. Second shift race says snap off, stop making those keyboard payments. Oh, you know, homeboy had to get that. Homeboy had to get that boot. All right, guys, it's really close to time for me to get the heck out of here. Yeah, it's been almost an hour. So congrats to Race Quad 9. Never heard of you, nothing. I still haven't received an email from you verifying who you are. And if I did, let me see if this is it. Yep, looked like Race Quad did check in. I know you don't like that I won, but I've been a member of your channel. For as long as you started doing the chats. I've commented on your champ stamp video. I buy regular cap short bed. I've asked questions on your Ford Motor Company trolls about what they charge for cleaning and what red car. Again, I don't comment much. Quiet guy, real life. I don't say much on YouTube. But if you still want to send the parts, of course I'm going to send you the parts. You won fair and square. I just don't love that it goes to someone that doesn't seem to be really active on the chat. I just moved here a couple of months ago, and my name is, I'm not going to say his name, but do me a favor. I need you to verify who you are, brother. Like, send me a picture of your license, something that shows a person, you know, and an address. So I'm not just sending it to some guy that I fought, because I hate a lot of people in Orlando. So I want to make sure I'm not sending it to some guy that I really hate in Orlando. But hopefully, Mr. Race Quad 9, get me, you know, a picture of your license, and then that's just for me to verify who I'm sending parts to. That's all. I'm not going to use it for anything else. You can cover up the license number if you want, just to make sure that I'm not doing any bullshit with that. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much. Congratulations again to Mr. Race Quad for winning 1050X injectors and a BAP, guys. That's over $1,000 if you were to buy it new. So I'm going to see what kind of other giveaways we can do. We might do a draggy. You guys said you liked draggy giveaways. I might do that. I might do that sooner than later. Like, I might do it next week, because that's such a low buck item that I'm more than happy to provide a draggy to somebody if they want it, because it's a nice little useful tool and you can just use it across many vehicles. It doesn't matter, as long as it's on something. The sucker will work on pretty much anything. So that might be another giveaway I'll be doing. But what I'll probably do is I'll make it for the members only, meaning if you have a highlight comment, you got to have a green little icon, pregnant man emoji, something telling me that you are a member of the channel. And that's the only way we're going to do it. I know it's going to be a little more difficult to do it that way, but I need to do that. Give back to the people that actually give to the channel. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock, for Talking Shit, the regularly scheduled OG show. It's an hour and a half long tomorrow from 8 to 9:30. We'll talk some shit tomorrow, hang out. We'll see about getting the giveaway going, and then we'll just talk some shit depending on what happens during the day. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Monday. There's football tonight. I know you guys probably don't watch football, but there's a game tonight. Something to watch, something to do, something to fuck around with, because it's been the last 3 or 4 days of football, and I've appreciated something being on just to kind of just kill the time if nothing's going on. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. See you later.